Hey, welcome back. This picks up right where 30, I believe it is, left off. And then I realized after I, went to save it that I had a 29, which 29 was that compilation video that I did. And I was very confused, so I started listening to it. And then I went to my Fraps recording to see if I forgot a video or something. And no, I completely forgot to record a video. So this video takes off exactly where 30 left off. I haven't even changed my inventory or my underwear. Don't know if that's of any importance. But what got lost, I still gotta finish this up. I haven't finished that up. What got lost was me making these two plots, which I do have to throw the trees down on. This one is 4-4, which is where Fairy is, and this is 3-4, which is where level 7 is. So yeah, I forgot to do those. Those got left out. I don't know what happened. I just know that I have audio for it and no video. So you're gonna have to take my word on that because I don't know what happened. Yeah, kinda sucks. I wanted to show everything, and I think that's the second and the third grid spaces that you did not get to see me build because of some computer malfunction or some human malfunction. Because, well, I'm not saying that I couldn't have been the culprit that just did not hit the record button, which is very likely. Actually, one of my earlier videos, actually I think it was the Living Forest over there, the first grid or two of the Living Forest. I built the whole thing up, then realized I didn't do any recording, so I destroyed the whole level, the whole grid, just so that I could build it up on camera. So that was definitely interesting. Actually, this one goes all the way up, because let me look at it the right way. No, wait, yes, it goes that way, and then we come down 2, and then go over 2, and then go up 1. Actually, that goes like that, just like that, and then go up 2. We go over 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then we go down, and then we go up, and then we go over, and then we go through, and back again, and I don't know, because who the hell does, and yeah, whatever. Okay, so yeah, I lost some video on you guys. I apologize. Hopefully you can forgive me. So yeah, I've definitely been feeling really good about getting back into this. The computer issues I had would just absolutely destroying me, and I was really tore up about that. I really was. I mean, I know it's only a gig of RAM that my computer can't see. But it's just hysterical that I have a computer that is specifically made for Windows 7. I mean, I bought it from, well, okay, I bought it from Walmart. So maybe not the best place to buy a computer. But, it wasn't, I didn't buy it myself. Someone bought it for me. And, I would have loved to go, yeah, give me a $5,000 computer that can, run the world. But no, and they're like, oh, I want to get you a computer. I'm like, okay, they're like, okay, let's go to Walmart, and I'm not gonna go, no, because the computer I had before was really bad, really bad. This is a computer that was ideal for Windows 95 and barely ran XP. So yeah, I was not gonna turn down an opportunity to get a computer. But yeah, even though this computer is made for Windows 7, it handles like crap. It cannot run Windows 7 to save its life. It's it's ridiculously slow compared to XP, and yeah, XP is a lighter operating system, so yeah, it would run better, but not to the fact that you have the programming in Windows 7 so that it's supposed to handle 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wait a minute. No, that was right there. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it there anyways because I can. You got the programming in Windows 7 that's supposed to make it better for multi-core processors, for a high amount of RAM. All this stuff. It's supposed to make it better, but in the long run, it doesn't. That's what I did wrong. Wait, no, it's still wrong. And no, that's wrong again. What the hell? There's supposed to be 4 there, not 3. And I can't figure out why. But this computer just runs so much smoother on XP. All my games run better on XP. Like, there's no reason for me to use anything but XP. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, let's go like that. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And yeah, it would be nice if I can get, XP 64-bit so that I can run, I could use all my my RAM. But you know what? At the cost that XP was costing me, which doesn't make sense because I just used the same word twice. It wasn't worth it. It really was not worth it. And my biggest gripe is you have whatchamacallit, you have Mac OS, which realized how powerful and versatile the Intel chipset is, so they went from their own get up to embracing Intel chipsets and producing a very powerful computer. Why is that 3? There should be 2, and this should be 2. That should be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong. And from what I gather from Mac users, I don't own a Mac, as you can clearly see. That there's like little issue when it comes to installing, as long as you're using a Mac computer. And same thing with Linux. Linux, you can throw in a Linux CD into any computer and have it work. I've never had a Linux CD that did not recognize everything that I was using. I would just throw a Linux CD into a computer and bam, it would come up with all the drivers and all the doodads and doohickeys and everything else that I needed to run it. And like I said in one of my earlier videos, I was using Ubuntu. I would, I loaded up XP 64, and when I realized I didn't have a network driver, I used Ubuntu Live, went online on the same freaking card that XP64 was refusing to acknowledge, and actually I still don't actually have the driver for it. I actually had to go get a modified XP that had network drivers pre-built into it that were not the standard network drivers, and that was the only way I was able to get my computer to hop online. You know, using this XP. I tried using a default XP, because I do have a default XP CD, and I'm lost. There we go. I tried using a default XP CD, and you know, it didn't recognize the card, the chipset. So I ended up getting this modified one, which, you know, I like it. You know, it came with some pretty cool features. If you remember from my Photoshop, the cool taskbar that I had down at the bottom, that came with it. You know, it also comes with an unlocker program, which is a freeware program, but it's one that I didn't know about until I got this, and it allowed me to get a file that was locked on my hard drive off. So one thing I want to point out real quick is, if you notice, the black I have in my hand is not equal to the black which is on the sheet, but if I hit the sheet, it turns into the black I made. That's one thing I've noticed, is that the sheep's wool is not dictated by what the wool actually is. So if you change the texture of wool, it doesn't change the texture of the sheep. And I figured, you know, just so that this isn't an extremely short video, I figured I'd walk through my pine forest, which, God, I love these pine trees. They just look so awesome. Cannonball! Oh, I missed. I missed. Alright, where's the pig? Wish I had a freaking torch. Okay. One thing I want to say, and I have to start like actually doing this, because, you know, I keep saying it and I just never do it, is now with the new updates, you need to walk around with a lighter or a flint and steel or whatever you want to call it, and bones. You have to walk around at all times with both of those items. Why? Because you can cook piggies, and two, you're going to need bones if you run across wolves. I will admit that with those wolves, I did cheat. What I did was, while I was, you know, I was quite a bit of ways in that general direction, and I ran across a pack of wolves. What I did was I saved and quit. There's an online inventory editor. I gave myself a stack of bones, but it's not like I couldn't get bones. I just forgot to grab bones. I mean, seriously, look at, where is it? There. You know, and those are just the ones I didn't pick up. You know, I need some arrows. And then I got the wolves, and then, you know, I came home. I discarded the remaining bones, but I did have to cheat because I forgot to bring bones, and, you know, I've been so wanting to have, you know, wolves in my house again, since all the ones that I had before, you know, turned on me. And it's good to see that Notch fixed that, whatever it was. You know, so now I have my wolves guarding my treasure, and one guarding my bed. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. So yeah, I think I severely wasted your time with the last bit of ranting. So with that, I'm gonna say goodbye. This is Soundmaster Matt, and I'll see you next time.